President Trump expected to pick his running mate in just a few days at the RNC. The former president revealing details about what he's looking for in a vice president as suspense builds around his pick.
Have you thought about how you would convey that offer?
It's like a highly sophisticated version of The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Okay, if you think about it. And they're great people. Like I watched Tim Scott on television yesterday. He was fierce and great. He was great. I watched Marco over the weekend on television. He was incredible. JD's been great. You have a man named Burgum, who's a fantastic governor in North Dakota.
Joining us now, someone who is interviewing Trump today at his Pennsylvania rally, a Pittsburgh-based columnist, Salena Zito. Salena, thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning.
Excited to find what you might find out a little bit later today from Donald Trump. The names he just mentioned in that radio interview, and I think we've become fairly familiar with many of them: J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, Doug Burgum. There are still others, though, Tim Scott, even Glenn Youngkin, who people are wondering whether or not they're on the short list. So I'm curious, Salena, do you have any indication as of yet? My co-hosts seem to think there might be a name that's not even on these lists that could still be in contention. But you would think the vetting process or leaks of some kind would be coming out to show the direction of the campaign.
Right. I think that, well, first of all, he's not going to tell me today. I think that's an important, probably not even a question that I ask him, because he wants to do it in the style and in the manner that he thinks is best. The location may give us some hints of the event today. It's going to be in Butler, Pennsylvania, which lies on the border with Ohio, not that far from East Palestine, Ohio, where the train derailment happened. So, maybe it's J.D. Vance, maybe it's Doug Burgum. It's energy country. I think the speculation and sort of wondering is part of all presidents' fun leading up to that moment. But I don't think anything's going to happen today. Pittsburgh is famous for John Kerry announcing his pick of John Edwards in 2004, but I don't think Pittsburgh's going to get a repeat this time.
The Biden campaign, Salena, is doing everything they can to get the attention back onto Donald Trump. They want the attention off of Joe Biden. And one of the things they have done, I thought Ben Shapiro testifying before Congress said this very well, they've attempted to reiterate the phrase Project 2025 so many times, almost like saying Tinkerbell brings Peter Pan or brings Tinkerbell out. It brings Joe Biden back alive if you say Project 2025. They've said it over and over and over. Their campaign press release, as an example, says, reminder, Trump's Project 2025 is a deliberate attack on black lives and on black livelihood. Joe Biden has said, by the way, look it up, Google it. Whether or not Donald Trump is considering Project 2025 as part of his governing agenda or his transition process, I'm pretty skeptical. I don't know what your thoughts are on whether or not this is working to animate voters and be in fear of the dystopia brought to you by Project 2025.
It's really kind of funny, actually. Project 2025 is no different than any think tank on the left or the right that puts together a wish list, sort of like a kid's Christmas list of things that really, really love to see to happen, that always get made up. The left has done it, the right has done it, and they want to get it on the president's desk. But President Trump has been adamant every time he's been asked that he has nothing to do with Project 2025. But because there is a vacuum of stories about President Trump, because of the sort of chaos surrounding President Biden, this is the new boogeyman. This is the new, this is what they're going to do to you. But it's a non-starter. It's a non-entity. It's just a wish list.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think if it had a different name, they've just been able to make it sound like a Netflix dystopian series. Project 2020. If it had a different name, they wouldn't be doing this, because they couldn't be doing this I'm not even sure they can do it anyway right now. I mean, it was a week or two ago, it was about Donald Trump's trials. This is the flavor of the week to try to get the attention off of Joe Biden. Salena Zito, good luck. We'll be watching what comes out of your interview later today.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You too.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.